Hey, what's up? Alright, so it's been a while, but should probably catch you up on what's been going on with me. Let's see. So, ah, sorry. Something's in my eye. Okay, okay. Okay, sorry. Alright, focus. Okay, so before I mentioned on November 30th that I was going to be moving to California, and unfortunately that didn't happen. Um, I was praying about it. I was, in the spirit. I was worshiping, and like I saw everything that God was gonna give me, that I was gonna need for the move, like in the spirit, because I knew that I had it, and He had given it to me. I knew that I had it, and I don't know what happened, but yes, I think it was probably somewhere between like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Like, I didn't see what, I saw in the spirit come to me in the natural, and so my faith kind of faltered a little bit. And also I was gonna be driving out there with a friend, and I talked with him, and he felt like the Lord said 30 days after I had told him about it. And when I told him about it, it was November 17th. So I prayed about December 17th, and I felt like the Lord said, okay, that was the day. And as began just to sow and to worship and, just water that seed and just, wait on God to provide. And and then it was getting closer to that day, and I was talking to another friend, and he was talking about just like, getting up and leaving, just packing my things, just going, and I felt like a quickening in my spirit, and I felt like, that was what I was supposed to do. And it was, and even before that, even before I knew I was supposed to go, like I saw like a vision of me just packing up my things and going. And when we were talking about it, I felt like such a quickening in my spirit that was what I was supposed to do. And then 2 days later, I talked to two other people who had experiences with, God just telling them to go, and them not having what they needed to go, and God totally showing up and providing for them. And with me, like with this thing, like I'm totally about planning, especially with something huge like this. Like, you have to plan. And and I was waiting for God to provide everything I was gonna need so I could go. But they were kind of coming from like a Jordan River scenario, where you step out and then the provision comes. And when we were talking, I felt another quickening in my spirit, like I was supposed to step out, like I was supposed to go, and then the provision was going to come, or I was supposed to make that decision like in the spirit, and then the provision was going to come. And that actually frightened me, like no joke. Like, my spirit definitely agreed with it, but my flesh was like, I can't do it. And then, and that was December 15th when this happened. And then, December 17th came by, and I almost didn't go, but then I talked to my friend, and I said, I don't know if I'm gonna go. I don't have what I need. And he said that it was okay, that that I was still a baby in the faith, and like still growing, and that the Lord He was gonna ask me to go again, and maybe then I'd be ready. And then when I was talking to him, I was just like, I don't want to say pride got in there, but I feel like a little bit of pride got in there. I was like, no, I'm not a baby. I ate meat. I ate meat. But that did kind of get in there. But at the same time, it's just like I still remember, like, God said today He wanted me to go today, and I have to go, and I have to move forward, because if He says to go, then I have to go. And then after I hung up with him, I ended up getting an email from Hollywood Prayer Network, and because I felt like the Lord actually asked me to email them, so I emailed them Saturday, and then Tuesday I got a response. And then right after I hung up with my friend, talking about how I felt like I couldn't go, and then they prayed with me, like, over the email, and just like, okay, like, I have to go, because like I asked God, like, God, if I'm supposed to go, then let something line up, like show up, like really show me if this is what you want me to do. And it was, and I went, and after I went, like, I realized it wasn't a move, it was more like a trip. And even when I was praying about it, like, I felt like trip came to me more than an actual move. And so it was actually ended up being a trip. And it was kind of felt like on the last minute, because like I kind of didn't know that it was going to be a trip. And I wish I really had really pressed into that and really asked God about the trip, because the trip came to me so much more than the move. And if I had asked, I probably would have been more prepared, because when I got there, I really didn't have like a place to stay. But like the Lord put it in my heart to contact people and ask them, if they knew anything, or if they knew anyone I could crash with for a few days. And luckily, someone who I contacted, they directed me to a hostel, and I ended up staying there, but I only had enough money to stay there for like one night. And then this is when like the drama starts. I ended up meeting, like, it was totally Holy Spirit, totally God. I ended up meeting like another disciple who was out there, and he was actually willing to pay for me to stay at the hostel for a few more nights. But stupid me rejected it, and I felt like I was supposed to, like, okay, so like that morning when I was at the hostel, like I just felt like such a strong conviction to get out. Like it was the point where like I don't think I'm supposed to go back. And then when he offered to pay for me to go back to that, I rejected, because like that conviction was so strong. And it's really weird, because like I make it a point to tell people, don't reject blessings. And me, I ended up rejecting that blessing, and that ended up putting me in a compromising situation that I really didn't want to be in. But in the end of the day, like, the Lord totally showed up, and again, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And He really did provide for me a safe dwelling place, like He said that He would. Wish I didn't falter, but I don't know. It was good for me to go, because it really heightened my faith and my dependence in Him. Because when I was there, I really only could depend on Him and no one else. And it was awesome to see like how strongly He showed up while I was there, because I took that step of faith into the water, into the Jordan, and watched Him part the way and provide everything that I needed while I was out there. Granted, like, I did leave a day early, which I really wish I didn't, but I think it was good for me to really go out there and see something different, because just like where I am, like, I'm kind of still kind of in this weird hiding season, and like, I don't know, it's just like been kind of weird, kind of stale, because like everything just seems like every day it just seems kind of like kind of just blend with each other, and all the days kind of become the same and get boring, and it makes me not want to seek God and not want to worship and not want to really do what I need to do to keep that foundation strong. And then it makes me like kind of fall back into stuff that he delivered me out of, because I'm just like bored and I need something else to do. But like, and also through this, like, God taught me to, like, to live above the circumstances. That, because like I said before, like, I was waiting for my circumstances to change so I can move forward, but he's calling me to move forward despite the circumstances, to live above the circumstances, because it comes to, like, he overcame the world. He says, take heart, for I've overcome the world, and through him I'm more than a conqueror. And that's pretty awesome. So I have and no weapon formed against me shall prosper, so I have nothing to worry about. And if I truly am listening to his voice and just moving forward, then everything's gonna be fine. And so I think, this trip was good. It was definitely a learning experience, and also it's gonna help me just to be just more practical with planning. And definitely my heart is to be practical and to plan, but this also is just like, because I grew up being practical and planning and always having everything together. Like, now, just like, I just want God just to show up and to provide and do everything for me. But the thing is, like, that's not what it is. It's like, it's co-leading. And when I was coming back, like, the Lord kept on speaking, co-lead, because it's a partnership. It's me and him. It's a relationship. It's a partnership. When it's the bride and the bridegroom. Like, it's a partnership. We go hand in hand. We commune. We feed off of each other. We bounce ideas off of each other, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, I give what I can, you give what you can. It's a balancing act. It's not, one person does all the work and the other one takes the credit for it. That's not what it is. He's called me to take a step forward, and then he's going to take a step forward. I move there, and he moves there. It's a partnership, and that's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to co-lead. We're supposed to co-lead with heaven, and that's what he wants me to do. He wants me to be practical and plan, but also plan in a place of faith, not plan in fear. Because, like, I was trying to plan for all these things, but, like, it just wasn't working because I was in a place of fear, in a place of lack. And he wants me to be heaven-minded and to know that I don't lack anything, but still have that practicality of planning and putting things together, but still walk in that faith, knowing that he's still going to provide everything that I need. That it's a partnership. The spirituality comes when he moves, and the practicality comes when I move. So that totally just came to me right now. So that was totally Holy Spirit right there. And that partnership is just like, it's beautiful, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It's the relationship. That's Christianity. It's a relationship. It's so good, and I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. I know this move's definitely going to happen, and I'm definitely excited to go on another trip. I feel like the Lord wants me to go on another trip. I feel like, I don't know, maybe Miami, Florida. Yeah, Miami, Florida. I will be by Coastal before my birthday. Yeah, but we'll see. Probably within the next couple of weeks I'll be in Miami, Florida. And if that's so, then I will definitely plan and put things together so I won't have to rely on trying to get everything together last minute, that I can have what I need when I need it and but still walking that faith, knowing that God still has me, He's gonna take care of me while I'm out there. And I know that, again, I'm gonna go back out to California to, get some things together so I can move. And I'm just excited to see what God's gonna do. And I just thank God that He just allowed me to go and to see the ocean for the first time ever, to be on the beach for the first time ever, and just to really get that vibe and to experience something different, something new. So I'm cultured now. No, I'm not. But anyway, yeah. So I just want to let you guys know what's been going on, and just so you know, I'm in Terrell, right? I'm in I cannot speak. I'm in Texas right now, so I'm in Texas, and I got back. What's today? Wednesday? Yes, today's Wednesday. Got back Monday, day early. Oops. But yeah, and also like God just like totally showed up in so many different people's lives through me. It was awesome. He wanted to do some work, and that's why I was excited, because this trip was totally like just like a crazy like disciple trip, like just like pack up what you need and go. Well, I packed a little bit more than needed, but that's another story anyway. So yeah, but yeah, just want to let you know what's going on, and I will talk to you guys later. So until then, love, peace, and hair grease. Uh-oh. What the heck? Okay. And just so you know, this won't be edited because editing software is acting crazy. Okay. And now this won't. Now this is freezing. Oh my god. And stop. No, stop. Okay, bye. Love you, Grease.